I'm issuing you a challenge. You bring your knuckles, I bring mine. And you can even put the Southern State Championship on the line. But at the end of the day, the best man will walk out that ring, and it'll be Brick.
We've seen this before. Sliding into Bryce Maddox. Slid him too far.
What are we doing?
Rick Bronson making sure that
Odin's got him. Odin's got him here.
Look at him taking advantage. He is a cheater. What have I told you from day one? This man is a cheater.
I think what goes around comes around again.
A human being would have thrown the brass out of the ring before the strike.
Look out!
Have you ever seen me cheat to win? Absolutely not. I give my
Connects with a beautiful frog splash, and he picks up the victory.
Kevin Cantrell got all he wished for now. Nobody to save him in the middle of the ring. As Blackwell's still dizzy.
Odin Davenport is absolutely laying in to Kevin Cantrell. Kevin Cantrell now taking the full amount, laying into Odin Davenport.
We're going to have to get somebody from the back here to help this out.
Yeah, we need security or something to break these two up.
We got some good news and we got some bad news. The bad news is we did have to turn the belts over. Even though that was right, we did use fictitious names to try to trick them into another tag match. Consequences are served, I understand. But the great news is, Cowboy and I'll be wrestling at Stampede 32 on January 21st for the Tag Team Championship belts. Let's get it, Cowboy.
It's going to be great. We're ready for the Brotherhood. They're strong, they're fast, they're smart, but we got something coming for them. It's going to be a new year and new tag team champions of the CCW.
Hell yeah.
Hello wrestling fans, Jimmy Rusendorf here outside of Stomping Ground Studios, and we're trying to get a word with a man who has made an impact in a short amount of time, trying to find out his motivation, and that is the man to my left, Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher, why have you been doing what you're doing, attacking superstars after their matches?
Just watch.
Our first match of the night, scheduled for one fall and a 20-minute time limit. This is a non-title match. First, former CCW champion, former tag team champion, and now the current Collect the Bounty champion. This is Toxic! And his opponent, from Hell's Kitchen, New York, the hard-hitting Bronson.
Brick City, yeah, you know streets. Brick City, turning nothing into something. Brick City, yeah, you know we're running. Brick City, we the best, you know discussion. Brick City, man, you know we straight. Brick City, turning nothing into something. Brick City, yeah, you know we're running. Brick City, we the best.
Although the Television Collective Bounty Championship is not on the line, what an opportunity this is for the newcomer, Brick Bronson.
It sure is. You know, going up against a wily veteran, toxic veteran. You know, he's held multiple crowns, and like you said, this is a non-title match, but could be a good one.
There is nothing in CCW that Toxic hasn't accomplished. Former heavyweight champion, former Southern States champion, former tag team champion. He is the only wrestler in CCW to hold every title that CCW sanctions, and what a test this is for Brick Bronson. Toxic will let him take that test.
Yeah, you know, we always see some theatrics and different tactics that Toxic use. He's got, you know, multiple weapons here ringside. He obviously won't be able to use those legally here tonight, but you never know what to expect from this individual.
Oh, here we go. And that was not the best thing for Brick Bronson to do. Turned his back on Toxic, who took advantage and is now firing away at the newcomer.
Toxic in control, working him into the corner there. Vicious stomp to the right shoulder there.
I think this is the experience coming into play for Toxic. Years and years of experience, and this is one of the first 3 or 4 times we've seen Brick Bronson on surge, but beautiful power and slam out of the man from Hell's Kitchen, New York.
Brick is very, you know, that is a great name to call him because he is a very large individual, very strong-looking individual.
And once again, Toxic scatters to the outside to regroup himself. I don't think anybody uses their environment better than the Atomic Antagonist.
That's right. Oh, beautiful. There he is. Damage to the eyes. Nobody home.
Brick Bronson trying to fight out of the control and flips Toxic over, and once again, Toxic buying his time on the outside. At some point, Toxic has to get in the ring and fight the man he is scheduled to wrestle tonight.
That's right. Well, you know, he can't lose the title, so, I mean, I would take my time as well. This match really, you know, in his eyes, might not mean much.
But it means everything to Brick Bronson. He's had an opportunity at the Southern States Championship. He has knocked off Kevin Cantrell. So he needs to see if he can keep his momentum rolling against somebody the caliber of Toxic.
Yeah, this would be a huge victory for him, and it would plug him into the rankings probably.
And a powerhouse, throwing Toxic to the mat.
Both men still eyeing each other, walking around the ring, filling each other out early in this matchup of 20 minutes.
Going for a test of strength. We've seen him do something like this before. I'm not sure how smart it is to do a test of strength against somebody the size and power of Brick Bronson.
I wouldn't trust Toxic. I mean, watch the Mohawk here. He's always done it.
Oh no, we might get a legitimate test of strength out of these two.
Uh-oh.
And Brick Bronson able to overpower Toxic.
He definitely is a stronger man, and you can see it. Look at the pressure he's applying there. Back to his feet, Toxic is.
But right back down. Brick Bronson with a kick to the leg. That'll end any kind of test of strength.
That's right. Down goes Brick Bronson into the corner here. Toxic working on the lower half of him. Scotty D instructing him to get out of the corner.
That is something we see out of Toxic. He always likes to target a body part and pick it apart, and he has put his targets on the left leg of Brick Bronson.
I tell you what, if that kick was 2 inches to the left, we would have had an ambulance on scene here.
Brick Bronson able to reverse the whip spin. Toxic into the corner, and the ring just moved 2 feet.
I think we just registered an earthquake here, Jimmy.
My God.
Going for a pin. Big victory here.
Toxic able to get his shoulder up at 1, but what an impact that was into the turnbuckle. Shifted the ring.
Uh-oh. What strength. What a power slam that is. Brick Bronson in a lot of control here.
And what could he have in mind here? Sending the point of his elbow straight into the sternum.
Yeah, that could have stopped his heart there. Leg drop over the neck there.
Going for the pin once again. Do we have the upset? Not quite.
2 count from Scotty D.
Brick Bronson has been in the ring with the best of the best that CCW has to offer. We've seen him go against Miles Blackwell. We've seen him go against Kevin Cantrell. And now he is taking the fight to Toxic.
Vicious right hand. Another one. Down goes Toxic.
Brick Bronson is in full control over the atomic antagonist, and once again, I am impressed by what I see out of the man from Hell's Kitchen, New York.
Yeah, looks very good tonight. Toxic in a world of trouble. Probably thinking he's glad the title's not on the line. Kick to the midsection, maybe the lower half there.
But he has done so much damage to that leg. It just takes 1 or 2 strikes, and he is right back on top of this game.
That's right. Doesn't matter how strong the upper half is. If you don't have no lower half, he's definitely damaging that of Brick Bronson. Working on that left arm now.
And just twerking that arm, sending Bronson down to the mat. Bronson trying to find a way out, able to do so, and drives Toxic into the corner. Repeated shoulder tackles into the stomach, and now he maintains control.
Looking to send him across the ring, shaking it again. Going up top. Oh, beautiful knee to the chin there.
That Toxic might be rocked. It might be the upper top rope keeping him on his feet.
Working on that neck there. Some sort of a neck crank.
And not only wrenching the neck, he also has his knee straight into the spine of Toxic.
Toxic trying to work up to his feet here.
I'm impressed.
Bronson trying to keep him down.
I'm impressed by Brick Bronson, usually known as a brawler, able to add some mat.
Locked him up there.
Yeah, Toxic able to block the suplex and then drives the knee into the midsection. Toxic captured the CCW Collect the Bounty Championship in June in Palatka, and he has been defending it throughout the year. His bounty is now up to several $1,000s. Championship not on the line here.
And he's really had no trouble defending that title. Like he said, he's had it for a very long while. Almost for a half a year now.
But he might be having trouble up here on top. We're going to send nearly through the mat! Brick Bronson taking advantage and driving Toxic into the canvas.
Uh-oh. He's calling to end it right here.
He thinks this might be over. If he connects with this, it will be. Brick Bronson.
Look at the strength.
Death Valley Driver. Is this it? What an upset! Brick Bronson is knocked off. Toxic. Brick Bronson just did something that very few men in CCW are capable of, and that is pinning Toxic 1, 2, 3 in the center of the ring.
That is a huge victory for Brick Bronson.
What an incredible start to his CCW career.
CCW, it's me, the Skywalker, DeMarcus Green. And on Saturday, January 21st, not only do I have one big match, but 2. I will go on to win the 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal and face the CCW champion, Bryce Maddox. But I also have to face the Alaskan Destroyer, Cody Knight. Ever since he's joined the Brotherhood, his raw power has been on display. But he's never faced a high flyer like me. So CCW, prepare to soar with the Skywalker, DeMarcus Green.
The last time you saw me, I attacked Cantrell up the ringside after my match because I am sick and tired of hearing all he has to say about Odin Davenport. The time for words is over, Cantrell. On Saturday, the 21st in Fernandina Beach, Florida, I'm coming for you. But first, I am going to have a little business to attend to first. It's that big 20-man over-the-top battle royal that I will win. And I'll go on to the main event and face Bryce Maddox and become the new CCW champion. That's because that's what I came here for. And after that, Cantrell, my friend, I will have all the time in the world on my hands to dismember you, to punish you, and to remember to keep my name out of your mouth. And that I guarantee.
The CCW Heavyweight Championship is on the line in this week's main event as Shooter Mcgee of the Brotherhood challenges CCW champion, the Machine Bryce Maddox. We have to point out that the Brotherhood is not in Mcgee's corner if he lets this match actually begin. It's unusual to see any member of the Brotherhood without the rest of the crew here, but the Brotherhood has barged into Commissioner Justin Taylor's office, petitioning against their Tag Team Championship match scheduled for January 21st at Stampede 32 in Fernandina Beach, Florida. We saw last week that the team of Joe Finari and Brian Adam, as this match gets underway, had to relinquish the Tag Team Championship back to the Brotherhood, and now they are not wanting to defend those titles against Finari and Adam. And it looks like Mcgee isn't wanting to actually get in the ring with Maddox, taking his time on the outside. This is usually where the Brotherhood will come in handy, giving him advice, but it doesn't look like he needs advice. Jumping on top of the champion, stomping away, and just like that, Mcgee is in control. But it just takes one chop to floor Mcgee. He is right back targeting that leg of the Machine Bryce Maddox. It was about 1 year ago that the Machine underwent knee surgery to repair that leg, and that is where he generates his power, and this is smart strategy out of Shooter Mcgee. Once again, the chop block flooring the champion. Mcgee making sure that the power advantage that Maddox has does not come into play in this championship contest. And whoever wins tonight's main event will go into Stampede 32 as the CCW champion, dropping the elbow across the leg and now wrenching and really damaging that knee more as the Machine is able to get to the ropes to break the hold. At Stampede 32, we will see a 20-man over-the-top rope of Battle Royal, where the winner goes on to the main event to challenge whoever wins this match. And continuing to punish that knee, Shooter Mcgee says this over. Do we have a new champion? Maddox is able to keep his reign alive for the time being, but he is in a world of trouble. What will he be able to do if he cannot utilize the power advantage he so often is able to use? Mcgee uses every inch of the ring to his advantage. Of course, the first disciple of the Brotherhood, he probably knows every trick in the book that Chris Turner has taught him, and he maintains wrist control here as he continues to control this heavyweight championship contest. A side Russian leg sweep. It has been Mcgee almost from the jump of this match, and he goes for the pin once again, and not quite enough to capture the championship. Maddox able to reverse the Irish whip, connects with the arm drag. Mcgee able to avoid the second one. But Maddox able to regain control and beautiful scoop slam. But Mcgee is able to escape before Maddox can capitalize. Maddox trying to work, feeling back into that injured knee that Mcgee has been targeting since the start of tonight's contest. The Machine once again outside trying to give chase to Shooter Mcgee. Mcgee has used this once before in this match. Will this strategy... No, this time the Machine had it figured out. But not that time. Mcgee jumps on him once again and stomps away. It has been a long time since we've seen a match controlled like this against the Machine Bryce Maddox. Mcgee's going for the Heyman's neckbreaker. He connects with this. It's over. No! The Machine reverses, and he's going to hit it. If he connects with this, the Twisted Metal. And it is all over. The Machine retains and is going into Stampede 32. Still, the CCW Heavyweight Champion. Oh no, look who's lurking in the background though. This man has been punishing every member of the CCW roster. Now he has his target set on the Machine. Nearly slammed through the canvas. Bone Crusher has made his point known. He is coming after Bryce Maddox. Oh, enough is enough, Bone Crusher. Come on. Come on. The Machine has had his match. The Machine has taken a ton of damage from Shooter Mcgee. And now you're just picking the bones of the heavyweight champion. Bryce Maddox is crumpled in the corner, doing whatever he can to try to get back to his feet. But Bone Crusher has his eyes set on the heavyweight championship. And the Machine, Bryce Maddox, no! Charges in and nearly decapitates the Machine. We need some help out here. This is disgusting. This is disgusting. Not again! No! A sickening smile across the face of Bone Crusher. I think we now know why he has been terrorizing CCW. And once again, taking out the Machine. Here are Fenari and Adam. Bone Crusher swatting them aside like flies. Able to take him off his feet. They have done it. The Brotherhood are swarming. And the Brotherhood are overpowering Fenari and Adam. At Stampede 32, these two teams will take part in a tag team title contest. And we might be getting a preview here. And it is just breaking down here at Stomping Ground Studio. It has turned into a battleground here as the CCW locker room is emptying. It has turned into pandemonium here at Stomping Ground Studio. And this is just a small taste of what we will see January 21st in Fernandina Beach, Florida at Stampede 32, where it will be every man for himself in a 20-man over-the-top rope battle royal, with the winner receiving a heavyweight championship match in the main event. And I think the competitors here at Stomping Ground Studio are realizing what is happening. And it is all for the richest prize in professional wrestling, a shot at CCW heavyweight champion, the Machine, Bryce Maddox.